Hey guys, what's up? Just coming back with it again, just chilling, you know how it goes. Just thought we'd come back with another one for you guys. Word up, that's what's up. Decided to pick this one up. Got this from gearbest.com. I liked, it looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm one to, I guess you could say, shop for deals when I can, and who doesn't like, I guess you can say, spending a whole lot of money on things or saving money when you can. But anyway, like I said, I got this one from gearbest.com. This is the Floureon. I believe that's how you say it. I don't know if it's Floureon or Floureon. I'm going to say Floureon H101 Quadcopter. 4 channel, 6 axis gyro quadcopter. So yeah, it's pretty cool, First, I guess you could say initial impression when I first seen this one, I was kind of thinking along the lines of the Eachine H8 Mini, like, another affordable sort of flyer like that. And it kind of, to me, the prop guards on it, I have the Raider CG023. These prop guards kind of remind me of those ones, except maybe a little more pointy, I guess you could say. It's actually pretty cool looking quadcopter once I unboxed it and excuse me, I actually got to looking at it. It's pretty nice, it's a pretty nice flyer. It kind of reminds me of that inverted Eachine that just came out, that Eachine H8 3D Mini. It's to me it kind of flies like that. It's kind of got the same seems like the stability, they're both, that one to me is really stable. And this one is really stable as well. It, like those Eachines, they're decently stable, but it seems like mine kind of have a little bit of twitch to them, almost like how the Cheersons have a little bit of twitch. When you elevate them, it's just probably factory twitch. It's not, doesn't just elevate real smooth and stable, ascend real smooth and stable. And this one and that Eachine H8 3D Mini, they really, they ascend and really nice, really no tilt or shake or twitch, so it's pretty stable. It's pretty nice flyer. I can't remember if the Eachine has 3 rates or 2 rates. I don't remember. I think it has 3 rates. And this one has 2 rates. So, with that said, let's go ahead and I'll break this down for you. There's your transmitter right there. It's a little bit bigger. Excuse me, guys. It's a little bit bigger than your typical nano quad style transmitters. You got your left shoulder button is your inverted flight mode, so that if you want to get into inverted mode, you press that and then flip whichever direction you want with your right stick, like you normally do with these kind of quadcopters, and you'll get into inverted flipping mode. And the right shoulder button is for normal flipping mode, so you'll press that. And then I think you hear a beep. I've only flown this one, so I can't remember, off the top of the head. And then just like, you normally get into flip mode, press shoulder button, hear a beep or whatever, and then, up to flip forward, downward, leftward, rightward. And this controller is a little different. It's kind of weird how they have the buttons there, like your trim buttons and all your, I guess if you what I'm going to call these is your function buttons, like I'm just used to other controllers. I haven't messed with the transmitter of this sorts. But with that said, this button right here, which is pointing up, is your headless mode. That button, which is pointing down, is your one key return button. And then these 2 buttons on the bottom are your speed rates. I believe this thing only has 2 rates, so if you press that button, which is pointing up, I think it beeps twice, and that's high rates. And then the button that's pointing like downward and left, it beeps once, and that's low rate. And then you got your trim buttons. You got your button that's pointing up right there. That's your forward trim. Your button that's pointing down, that's your backwards trim. And then you got your left and right I guess you could say leftward and rightward trim. So this one that's pointing left and upward is your left trim, and the one that's pointing right and downward is your right trim. So there's the functions of the transmitter pretty much for you. You have it there. And like what comes in the box is you get your transmitter, of course, you get the quad, and you get your little, I guess you could say, your charger accessory pack. Looks like it comes with, a typical screwdriver that you get with these things. They give you 2 extra landing, I guess you could say, what are those, landing feet or landing pads, in case you lose some. Oh, and by the way, this one comes with the landing pads already built on it, so you don't have to worry about those. They're already on there for you, and they give you 2 extra ones in case some of those ones fall off or you lose some of those. You got 2 extras, and like I said, there's your 2 extra landing feet. It looks like they give you 4 extra props, so you got all your spare props there and your charger. And if you guys notice, what I did to mine is I've been wanting to just do some things for performance, doing some mods. I eventually am going to probably get me some kind of kit, maybe one of those ZMRs or another build. Maybe I'll start off with the littler kit and just get into building something, So I kind of went mod crazy with pretty much all the quadcopters that you could mod this way. There's an antenna modification on YouTube. It was for the Eachine H8 Mini, but I believe it's a universal mod. If you can take it apart and there's an antenna in the quadcopter to be pulled out, it can, and the transmitter. As some of my other ones, it was weird. Like I didn't see an antenna. It was almost like a chip antenna or something. So there was no loose antenna unless I didn't look under the board good enough or something. It was kind of weird on some of the other ones. And then even on some of the transmitters too, like the Yi-Fi XS11 transmitter, it's like a chip. Is it the Yi-Fi transmitter or the Tarantula transmitter? It's not an antenna, so like I said, I did the mods to pretty much probably 15 of the quads I have. I'd say maybe about 10, 15 of them, but pretty much most of the little ones. Like I said, it's the antenna mod, so you got to take your quadcopter apart and put a hole on top for it and just pull it out, so you'll have a little bit of a reception there. So you do that to the quadcopter and you also do it to the transmitter too. So you'll go ahead and take the transmitter, some of them usually have this one pretty easy, only 3 screws. Some have more, so got to take it apart and pull the transmitter out. Sometimes it's like crumbled up under the board or just crumbled up, so it's you pull it out this way and you have a little bit better, I guess, what do you want to call it, polarity, a little bit better reception. So I decided to do that to a lot of my existing quads I have. And you also get the manual with this package, so let me go ahead and get a better shot. And pretty decent readable manual. It's got English, I think, and Chinese, it looks like, and it's pretty clear, pretty easy to understand. It looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 pages on each side for the language you need to read. So there's your page. They're labeled on the top, page 1, page 2, page 3, or I guess sections like 3.3, 4. But if you look on the bottom, the page number is actually on the bottom. So there's actually 5 pages of the manual there. So that's not bad. But yeah, I just wanted to get this one because it looks kind of cool, Price was pretty right. I think it's like $15.99. So you're not going to break the bank in it. They only have red now. Like a lot of these things, when they come out, sometimes it seems like there's only one color, and then maybe, 2 months later, they'll end up coming out with other colors. So hopefully these guys will come up with some other colors in the future here. But for now, or at least what I got from GearBest and what they had was the red one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It wasn't really an unboxing or unwrapping because I already opened it up, and I tried it once. Actually, I tried it before I did the mod, and then I thought, oh, I'll do the mod. So I haven't tried it with this stuff done to it yet, but just wanted to give you a quick rundown of what this thing is. It's the Floureon H101 Quadcopter. It can fly inverted. It's got headless mode, one key return. Kind of was thinking a little bit along the lines of the Eachine, H8 Mini, but of course it does have the inverted mode, which the H8 don't. I guess if you want to maybe compare it to the H8 3D Mini, although that one is a little bigger in size, a little bit bigger, and I'm not sure if that one has 3 rates or 2 rates like this one. That one might have 3, but kind of, maybe a cheaper style of that. It's pretty cool looking. It seems like the props are pretty sturdy, and it's kind of real hard plastic. So I think it should be able to take some crashes. But there you have it. That's it. That is the Floureon H101 Quadcopter, and I got it from gearbest.com, and I believe it was like $15.99, and they only have this red and black. I haven't seen any colors yet, but I'm thinking if you wait a little while, like with some of these, they'll end up probably coming out with another color or two. I don't know why they don't come out with them, all the colors right away, but maybe they just put out a certain model that's a certain color, and then maybe they got to see how it sells, if it sells well, and then they'll go ahead and decide that from there. But that's it, guys. That's the Floureon H101 from gearbest.com. You can get it for $15.99. All right, take care.